السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. We continue inshallah ta'ala with our Arabic language lesson or Arabic language session from our summer with Surah Al-Baqarah. And in yesterday's class, we started to go through some of the nusus or the texts from the surah itself. And today, also yesterday we did some basic grammar lesson. What did we cover yesterday for grammar? Right? Preposition. We covered preposition and how it affects the noun. And we covered in the previous class nouns and adjectives. And we covered a basic on possession, right, in the previous classes. So we continue, inshallah ta'ala, first with our text. The statement of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون. As we went through yesterday, similarly, we're going to go through the literal meaning of each word. And that is to build our vocabulary. That's the foundation of learning the language and any language, increasing in our vocabulary. And then we're going to go through some related vocabularies, and then we're going to take some grammar or principles pertaining to the Arabic language. The first word here, ya. Ya is O, when you call upon someone. Ya, when you say, oh, so and so, the O for calling. Whether you're calling someone close or you're calling someone far. And this is the most famous, what is known as harf an-nida. The most famous harf an-nida, the word for calling. There are other words. For example, you can say ay Muhammad, right? Ay Ibrahim. We can say ay Dawood. The most famous, ya Muhammad, ya Dawood, ya Ibrahim. Ya, and then you have ayyuhan nas. Ayyuhan nas. Now, ayyuha is also for calling and gaining the attention of the one that you are calling. We're not going to go through, break it down much, but note one thing with ayyuha. Ya, remember we did definite words with the alif and lam. So let's say you're calling Muhammad, you say, Ya Muhammad. Muhammad doesn't have any alif and lam, right? Now if you want to call a man, say, oh man, you say, Ya Rajul, right? Ya Rajul. Now if the word that you're calling has alif and lam, the word that you're calling has alif and lam, you can't use the ya direct to it. So that's, you're going to find the ayyuha coming before it. So you say, Ya Rajul, Ya ayyuhar Rajul. Right? Ya Rajul, Ya ayyuhar Rajul. You can even say ayyuhar Rajul without the ya. And it gives an extra meaning of attention, like you're drawing their attention. An-nas, mankind or people, u'budu. U'budu, when you're commanding more than one to worship, right? You're commanding more than one individual to worship someone or something or a being. You say, u'budu. Now the only one you can command to worship is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. U'budu, worship. Rabbakum, your Lord. Rabb is Lord and kum is your Lord. Rabbakum. We'll troubleshoot that later. Just, it's not jumping here, right? Okay. Rabbakum. Rabb, your Lord, kum is yours. So Rabbakum, your Lord. Alladhi, who? Alladhi, who? Your Lord who? Khalaqa means created. Kum means you. Your Lord who created you. Right? Make sure that all of the new vocabulary, always write it down. Never take it for granted. You're going to remember it. Always write it down. Walladhina, wa is an. Alladhina is those. Who. Right? Those who. Or who. You're going to put the appropriate translation. It can mean who by itself, can mean those who. And those min qablikum. Min qabl, say before, right? Min qablikum, before. Kum is you again. Now what's all here you see rabbakum, khalaqakum, qablikum. Now kum can mean your or it can mean you. You as in you plural, more than you all. So min qablikum, min qabl means before, kum is you all, before you all. Before you. Who is it addressing? Whoever the voice. So if I'm addressing everyone here, then, O people, worship your Lord who created you. The first you there is everyone that's here. Min qablikum, walladhina min qablikum, and those before you. Mean everyone who preceded us, right? Everyone who preceded us. And as we mentioned, for now, qabl and min qabl is the same thing. Just know it as the same thing. Both means before. Qabl and min qabl. La'alla means, literally means perhaps. La'alla, perhaps. Right? Maybe. It shows perhaps or maybe. La'allakum, against you all. So perhaps you all tattaqun, can be people of taqwa. Tattaqun mean you all have taqwa. So la'allakum tattaqun, perhaps you all have taqwa. In other words, worship your Lord in order to gain the taqwa. Right? It's best because we want to stick to the literal to get the word in. Yeah, the la'alla more precisely is perhaps. Perhaps. Now, the tafsir, you're going to go through the detailed implication. So, for example, if you were to even say, drink the medicine so that perhaps you may be cured or feel better, or maybe you may be cured or feel better, right? That's the la'alla. You can use the la'alla. Now there are other words also that can give you the same meaning. But right now, as I said, we want to understand the literal meaning for each word. Now you keep reading the sentence or reading the conversation or reading the passage. After knowing the literal meaning for each word, keep reading the passage, reading this the verse in this case, until the two synchronize, meaning the general understanding with the individual meaning. But don't try to fit the structure of the Arabic expression into the structure of the English translation, right? Either the Arabic might have some other words that's not there in English, or the English might have words that is not there in Arabic, right? There are pronouns, prepositions that are used in Arabic with certain verbs. They are not used in English, and the opposite. For example, if I say, I advise you, right? I advise you. It's I, the one who's doing the advice, the doer, the advice, the verb, and you, who is we giving the advice to. Now in Arabic, what I'm going to say, ansahu laka, right? Ansahu laka. That's the most common usage. You can say ansahuka, but ansahu laka is the most common usage in the Quran, right? So this la, don't translate it in English. Don't look for a translation. That is what I meant. Don't try to fix the Arabic expression into the English or the English into the Arabic. Understand the individual vocab and then read the verse or the sentence or the conversation, whatever you're studying, read it until it's synchronized. It might synchronize the same day, it might synchronize next month. But you got to keep reading. Alladhi ja'ala lakum. Alladhi means the one who or who. Right? Like if I say the boy who was here or the teacher who was here went home. That who. Right? The man who came yesterday came again today. That who, that's the who that is alladhi. Alladhi ja'ala, who made lakum, for you, al-ard, the earth, firasha. Firash means bed. Firash means bed. So the one who made for you the earth as a bed. As a bed. Now where is the as? The as is in that fathatain there. Right? Implied in that fathatain. The as. Was sama, the sama means the heavens. Right? Or the sky. That which is above you. The sky. And the sky, bina'a. Bina means a building. A bina is a building or a structure. What's a bina? A building or a structure. So the one who made for you the earth as a bed and the sky as a building or a structure. Wa anzala. Anzala means what? You did this yesterday. Send down. He sent down min from as-sama, the sky, ma'a, water. And he sent down from the sky ma'a, water. فَأَخْرَجَ بِهِ مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ رِزْقًا لَكُمْ فَأَخْرَجَ. Now, fa has two general meaning. Not the only two meaning. One, then, and the other is so. Or if you want, widen the word so. The other one is then, and the other, it shows the consequence of something before. Right? That's the two general meaning for fa. Then, like, Ja'a Muhammad fa Umar. Muhammad came, then Umar. Means right after Muhammad, Umar came. So, you can use, in this context, we're going to stick to then. أَنزَلَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً. He sent down from the sky water. Then after the water came down, what happens? أَخْرَجَ. أَخْرَجَ means take out. Right? We did that yesterday, I think. أَخْرَجَ, take out or extract. مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ. He extracted. فَأَخْرَجَ بِهِ. Be with. Another meaning for be is with. Before we did the word be means in. That's one meaning. Also it can means with. Bihi, extracted with it. Right? Meaning by means of the water. With it, meaning with the water. By the means of the water, he extracted with it. Min ath-thamarat. From the fruits. Min ath-thamarat. From the fruits. Now this from here is not the regular from, but we're not going to go into detail. I'm sure everyone understands what the verse means generally, right? We're going to go back to that min later on in the book, inshallah. Not in this first part, I think it's in the second part. Rizq, what's rizq? Provision or sustenance. So he extracted with the water, by means of the water, extracted with it, meaning from the ground, thamarat, fruits, rizqan, as sustenance and provisions, lakum, for you. Right? Lakum is for you. Who are the fruits and the provisions for? For you. Fala taj'alu. La taj'alu means don't make. Prohibition. Right? So don't make. Or lillah, for Allah. Andada, equals. Andad means equals, parallels. So don't make for Allah equals. In other words, Allah is the only one doing all of these things. Don't make for Him equals. Remember in the first or the second passage, we said, La nidda lahu. Right? Before, in the first or second passage. You can find it fast. Right? The first passage. Is here. Right? Allahu ahad la nid. There is no equal. He has no equal. And that is the plural. And that is the plural. I hope I'm not spinning those who are looking online. Yeah. Right? And that means equals. Wa antum ta'lamun. Wa an. Antum is you all. Ta'lamun. You all know. Ta'lamun means you all know. You all know. Antum is you all. Like ana is I. Anta is you. Antum, you all. Now what's the difference between antum and the kum that preceded? Right? We're going to go into that more detail later, inshallah. So vocabulary-wise, everything clear? For the sisters who are in the masjid, they can ask their question in the groups, in the Arabic group, not in the general group, but the Arabic group. Keep it in the Arabic group so we don't cause tashwish. Those online, they can ask their questions on the YouTube link. And of course, we're going to prioritize those who are here. as we mentioned, the related vocabulary, we take some of the words that came in the text and mention some additional vocabularies that came from that root, or the root that that word came from. It's not in any specific order throughout the book. It's not like I'm mentioning the door first, past tense first, or anything, right? So don't compare what you call it. Don't try to link all of the columns. Just link the rows, right? Just link the rows. The brothers can still see? It's good? So we have in the passage came u'budu. U'budu means worship. You're commanding more than one to worship. Now the verb for it is abada. Abada means, what abada means? Huh? He worship. Abada means he worship. And then you have ya'budu means he worships, right? So abada, so if you said, for example, abada Abu Jahal as-sanam. Abu Jahal worshipped the idol, right? Abada. Ya'budu, he worships or he is worshipping. He worships or he is worshipping. These two words in Arabic is the same. The in and the s, that's in English, like he runs, he is running, he eats, he is eating, those are the same. All is under the present tense. So ya'budu can mean he worships or he is worshipping. Ya'budu Muhammadun Allah. Muhammad worships Allah, or Muhammad is worshipping Allah. The context is what's going to make it clear. U'bud, you command one person to worship. So you say, Ya Ahmad, u'bud Rabbak. O Ahmad, worship your Lord. But if you command more than one, is as it came in the ayah. So if you say, O my children, Ya Baniya, u'budu, worship Rabbakum, worship your Lord. And then you have the word ibadah, the worshipping or the worship, the act of worship or the act of worshipping. That's a noun, right? Ibadah. We all know the word ibadah. And the worshipper is abid. And more than one, ibad or abidun. Right? Ibad or abidun. And ubbad, all from the same root. So the worshipper, the abid. Like how you have the word kafara, he disbelieve, the disbeliever, kafir. Sajada, he prostrate, the one who prostrate, sajid. Right? Raka'a, he makes ruku, the one who make ruku, raqi'. Right? All of those words in Surah Al-Baqarah. وَرْكَعُوا مَعَ الرَّاقِعِينَ. And then the thing that you worship or the one that you worship, you call it, or you call that being ma'bud. Ma'bud is the one worshipped. The one that is being worshipped. That's why the Arabic definition for La ilaha illallah is what? Right? La ma'buda bihaqqin or la ma'buda haqqan illallah. Right? La ma'bud. There's nothing worship truly except Allah. Then we had the word ta'lamun. You all know. Right? Alima, he knew. Alima, he knew. Ya'lamu, he knows. I'lam, command someone to know. I'lam annahu la ilaha illallah. Right? Know that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah. I'lam anna ad-darsa sahal. No, indeed the lesson is easy. And then you have the ilm. the knowledge, right? Ilm. And the person who has knowledge, alim. Right? Alim. Now this is one of the way to get the door, is it's on this shape, like alim, abid, kafir, raqi'. That's one of the way for these, the way for these type of words. And we're going to go through all of that in more detail. But it's just exposing you, right? Don't, as we said, don't ask too much why right now. Don't ask any why. Take it easy. Clear so far? For we have, okay, I think everyone is, we have more of this handout here for this if anyone need. If the sisters need more, we have downstairs. Just send Harun for it, inshallah. Ja'ala. Ja'ala, he made. Ja'ala, he made. Now this is one of the meaning for ja'ala. Like it came in the verse. Fala taj'alu. Right? So do not make for Allah. Equals. So ja'ala is the past tense. He made. Now what is meant by he made? Ja'ala generally is when you make something else, or you make for something. Right? So for example, if we say ja'ala al-mudarrisu ad-darsa sahlan. The teacher made the lesson easy. Ja'ala al-mudarrisu ad-darsa sahlan. Right? The teacher made the lesson easy. Or the opposite. Ja'ala al-mudarrisu ad-darsa sa'ban. The teacher made the lesson difficult. The teacher made the lesson difficult. So that's ja'ala. And it could be an actual making, or it can be a spiritual making, or not spiritual might not be the right word, theological making. Or the word is even theological making. What I mean? Like in Allah mentioned about it, this idol worshipper. وَجَعَلُوا, and they made al-malaikata alladhina hum ibadur rahman inatha. Let's shorten it for out of the Quran. وَجَعَلُوا, and they made al-malaika, the angels, inatha, females. Did they physically, literally made the angels females? No, the angels are angels, no gender. But what it means, they believe, they made them females in their belief, right? So that's the word ja'ala, and it's throughout the Quran, from the beginning all the way to the end. So as you go through, pay attention to the words in the Quran in the various contexts, and that's what's going to give you the meaning of the word through the Arabic. The more you get exposed to the word in various contexts, the more you're going to understand it. Ij'al, the command form, right? Ij'al. In Surah, okay, let me don't go out of Surah Al-Baqarah. And Ja'il is the one who do the making. Where is an example of Ja'il? Huh? Huh? No, far, right here. 1, 2 verses, 2 pages away. Right? وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ, and when your Lord said to the angels, Inni, indeed I will, Inni ja'ilun, right? I will make on the earth a Khalifa. Right? That's the door form. Ja'il. Now this word is the homework. I want 10, 20, or 50. 10 examples of any form of the word in Surah Al-Baqarah. Right? Right? 10 examples of any form of the word in Surah Al-Baqarah. Let's do 5 examples. Maybe they're not 10. 5 examples, right? That's the homework. Inni ja'ilun fil. Right? You're giving it away. It's easy now. It's easy now to find. Huh? Ja'ala. From just this word, that's the homework. Now, for the rest of the word, you do it for yourself, and it's going to increase in your understanding of the word. And it's easy. Just go on the Quran app and put in the words, and you're going to see the search results come out. It's just to get you exposed to it. Where we? Akhraja. Akhraja means he extracted or he took out. He took out. Yukhriju, he extracts or he takes out. So for example, I can say, akhraja al-mudarrisu al-qalama min al-haqibati. Akhraja al-mudarrisu, the teacher took out, al-qalama, the pen, min al-haqibati, from the bag, or min al-jaybi, or from the pocket, right? Akhraja. Or you can say, akhraja al-mudarrisu at-taliba min al-fasli. The teacher took out the student from the class, meaning he threw him out of the class. Yukhriju, he took out or extracts. Akhrij is when you command someone to take out or extract. The ikhraj is the taking out or the extraction, right? And the exit, you call it makhraj, right? Where is the exit? Makhraj. And all of these, what we mention here, is in the Quran. Mukhrij is the one who extract or the one who takes out. Right? In Surah Al-Baqarah, for ikhraj, in the famous verse, يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الشَّهْرِ الْحَرَامِ قِتَالٍ فِيهِ قُلْ قِتَالٌ فِيهِ كَبِيرٌ وَصَدٌّ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَكُفْرٌ بِهِ وَالْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ وَإِخْرَاجُ أَهْلِهِ مِنْهُ. Ikhraj, taking out. Ahl is what? Its people, right? Ahl kitab, people of the book. Ahlihi, its people, meaning whose people? The people of the haram. Referring to the people of the haram, the people of Makkah. Ikhraju ahlihi minhu, from it. Akbar is even a bigger sin, right? You asking about fighting in the sacred months. So Allah is saying, when you take out the people of Makkah from Makkah, that's even a bigger sin, right? And the word mukhrij, where is mukhrij? وَإِذْ قَتَلْتُمْ نَفْسًا فَادَّارَأْتُمْ فِيهَا وَاللَّهُ مُخْرِجٌ مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْتُمُونَ. Wallahu mukhrij. Allah is going to extract what you are hiding. Wallahu mukhrij. Allah is going to extract what you are hiding. What they were hiding? Who is the killer, right? They kills somebody. Nobody want to say who is the killer. They went to Musa. Musa tell them to slaughter a cow. They asked Musa if we are fools. We ask you what killer, you telling us to slaughter a cow. And Allah say He's going to extract that which they are hiding. Meaning expose that which they are hiding. Right? See, that's why we do in the related vocabulary. From one word, all of these words you learn. And inshallah, by the end of the program, we're going to know, if we memorize everything, we're going to learn most of the vocabs from Surah Al-Baqarah in this way. And we're going to give you some addition from what's also in the in the handout, inshallah ta'ala, with the same pattern. So now the examples that we mentioned, all of it from the surah. So what you can do, same thing, just go to the Quran app that allows you to search and putting each one of these words, akhraja, yukhriju, put them in separately and see the verses that comes out. And just focus on the meaning of that word. Don't focus on the meaning of all of the words. Right? Just focus on the general meaning of the verse and where that word play its part. So you get the understanding of that word. Because if you focus on every word, your brain's going to burn out. Right? Bina. Bina, what is it in the verse? وَالسَّمَاءَ بِنَاءً. And he made for you the heavens or the sky as a structure, as a building, right? As a structure or a building. Bina means structure or a building. Is the sky a structure or a building, or is it a roof? Right? All is correct. In other places, Allah described the sky as a roof, and here He described the sky as a building. How is the sky a building? There's supposed to be tafsir. But just so you don't get confused, because some translation, they translate it as a canopy. Right? But building, that's the word for the bina, building. What the building do? Right now, what's this building doing to us? Protecting us from the heat of the sun, the dust outside, right? And wherever the snow fall, if there's rain, smoke, right? It's protecting us. And that is what the sky does. The sky is a building. It protects us from everything that is beyond it, from the harmful rays of the sun and the things that fall from space and all of those things. The related word, bana. Bana means he built. He built. Like in the hadith, man bana lillahi masjidan. Whoever build for Allah a masjid, bana Allahu lahu baytan fil jannah. Allah will build for him a house in the Jannah. Yabni, he builds. Ar-rajul yabni baytahu. Ar-rajulu yabni baytahu. The man is building his house. Clear? Ibni. Ibni means my son. That's ibni. And ibn can mean son, but here in this context, when it's spelled like this, Hamza, Ba, Noon with a single kasra, you're commanding someone to build. Right? You're commanding someone to build. Where is an example of this in the Quran? Right? Ibn li Sarhan, when said Haman, Fir'aun said to Haman, Ibni li, build, li, for me, Sarha, a tower. And closer to that, from what we memorize, right? وضرب الله مثلا للذين آمنوا امرأة فرعون إذ قالت ربي, she said in Surah Tahrim, Ibni, build, li, for me, indak, with you, baitan, a house, fil jannah. How many words they recover? Qalat, she said, we did qala, not yet. Rabbi, we did Rabb, my Lord. Ibni, build. She making dua. Ibni, right? This word here. Li, for me, we did li, and lahu, and lakum. Li, for me. Indaka, inda, with ka, you. We did inda when we did preposition. Baitan, a house, right? A house, fi, in Jannah, in the Jannah. So all from bunyan, and bunyan is another word for building or structure, right? The famous hadith, the believers, they are like bunyan. The believers to one another, they are like a bunyan. They yashuddu ba'duhu ba'd. Every part of it strengthen each other, right? You take out the walls, the building get weak. You take out the foundation, the building collapse. The son is ibnun or ibnan or ibnin in the spelling here. But if the book don't have tashkil, the only way you're going to know is the context. Right? The only way you're going to know is the context. We have some selected vocabulary in context where we give a lot as we were going through. لَعَلَّ الْمَاءَ بَارِدٌ. Perhaps the water is cold. لَعَلَّ, perhaps, الْمَاءَ, the water, بَارِدٌ, is cold. لَا تَعْبُدْ, don't worship. غَيْرَ اللَّهِ, other than Allah. لَا تَعْبُدْ, don't worship. غَيْرَ اللَّهِ, other than Allah. طَلَبُ الْعِلْمِ, seeking knowledge. Min أعظم العبادات, is from, أعظم is the greatest, al-ibadat, worship, right? Acts of worship. This is from the context. Ibadah is an act of worship, and ibadat is plural. يُخْرِجُ اللَّهُ الْحَيَّ مِنَ الْمَيِّتِ, right? In many parts of the Quran. يُخْرِجُ اللَّهُ, Allah takes out, al-hayya, the living, min al-mayyit, from the dead. Wa yukhrijul mayyita min al-hayy, and he takes out the dead from the living. Ittaqillah, right? Have taqwa of Allah. La'allaka, so that perhaps you may tuflih, be successful. Tuflih, you are successful. La'allaka tuflih, perhaps you are successful, so that you may be successful. جعل الله مكة بلدا آمنا. جعل الله, Allah made Makkah, baladan, city, aminan, safe. Allah made Makkah a safe city. Right? The word there is ja'ala. Now, as I mentioned, some of these, since it's not possible you cover all of the principles in the beginning, right? So whatever principle we don't cover, don't burden yourself to understand them. Just know the general meaning. So like here, ittaqillah, fear Allah, right? Have taqwa of Allah. La'allaka, la'alla shows the meaning of perhaps or maybe. The ka refers to you. Tuflih means you are successful. You know the meaning of each word. Then you join it up and put it in an English sentence that makes sense, right? Have taqwa of Allah so that you may be successful, so perhaps you are successful. However you translate, doesn't matter, right? Don't worry about fitting the structure into the structure of the translation. أخرج إبليس آدم من الجنة. أخرج, take out, right? Iblis, you know who's Iblis? Shaitan. Adama, Iblis took out Adam from Al-Jannah, from the Jannah. Iblis took out Adam from the Jannah. Correct? It's true to say? Huh? There's the words of the Quran. Ya Bani Adama. Where is is there? Huh? Kama akhraja abawaykum min al-Jannah, right? As he has taken out your parents from the Jannah. Search for examples of the words colored in blue in the table above from Surah Al-Baqarah. Right? That's the homework. It's 23 already. We didn't reach the okay. How far more we have? All right. We're going to finish, inshallah. Okay, so here introducing the usage of Arabic pronouns. Okay, so you have tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days to digest. You need, if this table is brand new to you, you're going to need to study it, contemplate over it, and digest it. Now, this here is more of just introducing words. There's not much of principles in this one, right? But the pronouns, we're gonna come across them a lot. So in English, we know what's pronoun, like him, I, right? Instead of saying Muhammad came and Muhammad eat, we say Muhammad came and he eat, right? Or he said Muhammad came and I saw Muhammad eating. I say Muhammad came and I saw him eating. You know, right? That's the purpose of the pronoun. Now, I say, I am eating. And you saw I eating. Correct? Huh? You saw I eating? The Guyanese. No, we're real English. You saw me eating. Right? She is sleeping. I saw she sleeping. I saw her sleeping. I got to go through the English first because one of the most common feedback I normally get is I don't understand the English in the first place. Right? I get that a lot. So I think my English used to be bad, but then I start get a little confidence. So we understand what's pronoun. Now, and we understand that depending on how the pronoun is used, it might vary. So I eat, but you saw me. You don't say you saw I. Now, this is me book. This is me book, correct? This is my book, right? So you understand? You get I, you get me, you get my. And this is mine. Or this book is mine. This is she book. Huh? This is she book. This is her book. So she came, I saw her, this is her book. Now we see for the I was a different between me and my, but for her is you have she, her and her. Right? Don't confuse yourself. But we see it's different usage. Same word, different usage. You came, I saw you, and this is your book. Correct? This is your book. So here the first two is same and the last one different. Right? English. All is English. With she, the first one was different and the second two the same. Right? She, her. She came, I saw her, her book. With you, you came, I saw you, your book. Right? Why one does know English is the same thing we're dealing with. Right? Don't confuse yourself. Why is her here, she here, there, right? And different usage. So similarly, in Arabic, these pronouns have depending on how they come in the sentence, right, it's going to vary. It's not necessarily the same word. So for example, I is ana. I am a Muslim. Ana Muslim. Now if you want to say, Allah created me, Allahu khalaqani. Right? The knee. We just learn it like this. Use the whole knee. Right? The noon is different and yeah, but it comes together. We keep that we stick to that for now. You don't say, just as in English, we don't say Allah created I. We say Allah created me. In Arabic, you don't say khalaqa ana. You say khalaqa ni. Right? Allahu Rabbi. Allah is my Lord. Anta Muslim. You are a Muslim. Allahu khalaqaka. Allah created you. Allahu Rabbuka. Allah is your Lord. Nahnu Muslimun. We are Muslims. Allahu khalaqana. Allah created us. Allahu Rabbuna. Allah is our Lord. Huwa Muslim. He is a Muslim. Allahu khalaqahu. Allah created him. Allahu Rabbuhu. Allah is his Lord. Hiya Muslima. Allahu khalaqaha. Allahu Rabbuha. Hum Muslimun. They are Muslims. Allahu khalaqahum. Allah created them. Allahu Rabbuhum. Allah is their Lord. Now this hum here is they masculine. or if there is more than one masculine and feminine together. And you have hunna, right? If we use back the same example, hunna muslimun, they are Muslims. Allahu khalaqa hunna, Allah created them, meaning the woman. Allahu rabbuhun, Allah is their Lord. In the Quran, hunna libasul lakum antum libasul lahun fi arhamihin. Right? All is in Surah Al-Baqarah. Fi arhamihin, in their wounds. I try put this one from the context of the Quran because this is the strangest one maybe for most people. But all of these are used in the Quran. And then read and contemplate and comprehend the following sentences that there you can do on your own, insha'Allah ta'ala, and take time to digest these. If all of these things are new for you, the pronouns, don't learn it individually. Don't learn ana, ni, and anta, ka, ki, and like that. For the you, we put here the singular masculine. Right? For the feminine, you change these to kasra. So instead of anta, anti, ka becomes ki. Right? You change those to kasra. And memorize it is easier if you memorize it with a phrase. Ana Muslim, I am a Muslim. Allahu khalaqani, Allah created me. Memorize it with the phrase. So you have something to relate to. You have a template in your head to use back when you want to express yourself, insha'Allah ta'ala. So with that, we're going to end today, insha'Allah ta'ala. For the Arabic class, there is no class on Friday, but tafsir continues on Friday. Right? So there's a break tomorrow. We're going to continue on Monday, insha'Allah ta'ala. You have a few days to make sure you digest everything, memorize all of the vocabs. That's the least that you should do. Try to memorize all of the vocabs that we learn, insha'Allah ta'ala. Same time. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك. And don't forget to rejoin the link for those who are following online.